Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week. And what do you know? We found a parking spot on 6th Street. And it couldn't have come at a better time because we're in the mood for two things, bread and beer. And what do you know? We're at Easy Tiger Bake Shop and Beer Garden. When it comes to 6th Street in Austin, a lot of Texans associated with live music, a bunch of bars, and some wild times. But if you walk a little past the party part of town, you'll find a beer garden and bakery on the banks of Waller Creek, simply known as
Easy Tiger.
We call it the old ET.
Easy Tiger.
At first, it seemed like a little bit of a weird name for a bakery to me.
David Norman is one of the co-owners and head baker of this interesting restaurant with an exotic name. When I hear that, I legitimately hear my wife. Easy Tiger.
Right.
What? Everything I do, Easy Tiger.
That's what I hear my wife say when I order the third beer at this place. She says, "Easy Tiger."
While beer flows in the beer garden and people enjoy their marvelous encased meats, don't call this place a German restaurant. That would be like calling your pet tiger Spot.
We get pigeonholed as a German restaurant sometimes, but we're not a beer garden, we're a beer garden. We're an American version of a beer garden. There's some German stuff, definitely, but you know, that's Central Texan.
But the thing that makes David's chest puff up with pride is the bread that rises in his bakery.
What these guys put into making bread, it's wild.
Yeah, you smell it too. I mean, it's, that's the first thing that hits you as soon as you walk up top. You're like, bakery whiff.
The bread guy's got to make his dough. Hey! While living in Germany, David became addicted to the different kinds of baked goods in the bright cities of Europe. So when he moved back to the States, he decided to make the same sort of sustenance. And his warm, flaky, delicious bread has been a big hit. For the most part.
We're baking bread in a tortilla town, but that's changing a lot.
Well, we're ready to toast to some good toast. So David got things started on one of the most popular offerings that goes perfect with bread and beer, a charcuterie board.
We're gonna do our Texas Hill Country board.
Texas Hill Country board. All right, what do you start with?
And we have a green chili mustard.
Green chili mustard. I'm assuming this is good on pretzels.
Yeah. And we have some red chili mustard. It's Christmas, right?
It is for me. I'm so excited to smell that stuff.
This is our French sourdough bread, our miche. And some butter with our bread, of course,
butter?
right? Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is whipped salted butter. So we take a really good European-style high-fat butter that I use in our croissants and stuff.
Yes.
And we whip it and add salt to it for our salted butter.
It's hard to believe that butter is overpowering the mustard. That's amazing.
This is a fresh-style German-style cheese called Quark. Now these are the goodies.
Oh.
This is a venison hot link, some cheddar cheese in it. This is a duck terrine.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's the fanciest thing we've ever featured on the Texas Bucket List, David.
So there's duck, there's bacon, there's ham, there's some pork fat in there, there's cranberries, apricots, apple cider, and even a little bourbon
Score.
from the whiskey bar downstairs.
Oh, man.
And then we have a wild boar rillette.
Okay.
A rillette is a mixture of pork, pulled pork, and pork fat.
Okay.
And this one has some fresh sage, poblanos, and jalapenos in it.
All right. Man, we came here for beer and sausage, and you're giving us a science lesson.
And that's our Texas Hill Country board.
Oh, well, let's get a pretzel and a cold beer.
Let's do it.
All right. So I am not going to take it easy, Tiger. I'm going to dive right into this. Let's start with some of that sausage. The house-made venison cheddar hot link. We're game. Literally game. Oh, you get that sweet venison, very smoky flavor with a little bit of spice on the end of it, and that cheddar mixing in together. A great taste in sausage.
We like trying different crafts when it comes to sausages, and what they're doing at Easy Tiger, it's right. It's real good.
After that, it was time to butter our bread. There's butter and then there's butter, and I think that's the butter. Wow.
The butter is really soft and whipped, so you can dip it. I like to dip it instead of spread it.
I'm good. I'm done. That's great. That's amazing butter. Let's make things interesting. This is when we start going into territories we're not too familiar with. It's not exactly a burger. It's a little more complicated than that. All right, we'll go into the terrine. A little bit of everything in this thing. Not sure what to expect, so hey, here's to trying new things. Once the flavor set in, it was like hearing the roar of a tiger. Wow, that's amazing. Never would I expect that to taste good. Sorry to say, but it's really good.
The menu's got, some unique stuff that you wouldn't think that you'd normally order.
It's just a good, mildly sweet, meaty flavor. That is actually excellent. Wow.
You're pretty safe ordering almost anything because there's such a variety on all the offerings that you never know what you're going to end up with. And usually it's going to hit you right.
That's the reason you gotta try everything once, right? On to the rillettes. Sort of a corned beef hashy smell. And sort of a corned beef hashy taste. I like that, that's good.
Nobody else on 6th Street is really doing anything like this.
I was a little nervous with this one, but it worked out.
It's a comfortable place for people to come, relax, slow down, eat great food, drink some good beer.
Some incredible flavors I probably would have shied away from, but today, we didn't take it easy, Tiger. We checked it off the Texas bucket list.